Ahoy, Let's Watchers, it's me, your valiant Captain Vasco. In the last episode, we took on the Darkwater Cove and fought off some vaguely pirate-themed enemies, as well as Squid-Faced Bruce, in order to acquire this twin spouts of Ursa Major Minor, I think it's called. It's basically a big fancy gravy boat for holding the Eternal Water Source, which we're going to take on today. But before we get off for that, which is probably going to be a long level, I wanted to show off something. So you know how Cinder, aka Alduin, can sort of fluff up sheep with electricity and Spyro can burn them? Well, apparently, back here, you can get them all wet with the water cannon, and then they're all like soggy, and like their wool gets all tiny for a little while. There you go. That's a fun fact. I'm gonna pick up this treasure I accidentally uncovered. Hooray for me! In the last episode, I also picked up this fancy power-up, which lets Gil Grunt go faster. I'll probably be useful at some point. Probably not gonna be using Gil Grunt a whole lot today, but I'm gonna need him early on in the level, so we're gonna start with him. Oh, also, another weird thing I noticed is that, like, you know, when you attack like friendly characters here in the ruins, they sometimes yell, "Ow!" or "Stop that," which, you know, understandable. You probably shouldn't be attacking your friends. Unless they're really lousy friends. Not that I'm endorsing violence, but, you know, some friends are better than others. But Gurglefin here, our talkative, air quotes, friend from the previous water-themed levels, he's got... Well, we'll listen to him talk when we take on the cutscene before the level, but listen to his voice here.
Ouch! Ouch!
It's not working as well as I hope. But to me, he sounds kind of like Hugo. And then when you talk to him...
Oh, you ready to go and get savagely eaten by a giant fish? Find the eternal water source?
He's got a much deeper voice. Seems really strange that works that way. But whatever.
This part.
Let's just get on with this. As I said, this is probably going to be a long level, and you'll see why when we get to the end of it.
More pirates? Sheesh! Like I don't get enough of these guys. They might be looking for the statues in these islands too. So watch your tail fin out there. Oh, and if you see a giant killer fish along the way, don't call me.
Thanks so much for your help, Gurglefin. Holy crap. Well, welcome to Leviathan Lagoon, so named for that giant horrible monster fish that just ate something to great effect. There's also some pirates and some squid guys, just like the last level.
The Mulebug
Now it's
says
daytime.
the eternal water source will only reveal itself if you place all 4 statues in the shrine. So get them all.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gosh, what's the point of playing otherwise? I mean, even though they'd get in trouble for the copyright infringement. Oh look, it's a horrible new enemy type. It's Habanero, which for some reason has also kind of glitched and isn't close to his name bubble. But I guess that's fine. Be careful when you're going in the water in this level. Oh god. Wow, I thought I would be able to dodge that, but the second the fish starts coming up, your character freezes. Well, here's a demonstration of what not to do. You can see the Leviathan lurking below the surface of the water, and if he spots you, then he'll come up and eat you. However, you do sort of need to cross this area to get all the collectibles for the level, and this is real easy to miss.
Of the water element are stronger in this zone.
You can also get eaten here, like past the water gate, which bothers me a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, welcome to, I believe this is the only elemental gate in the area, water gate, right by the start of the level. Here we will find a treasure chest and an interesting hat, as I recall. Unfortunately, I can't target those enemies in the center there. They're just too high for my water cannon to reach them. The mountain just keeps sort of blocking it. Maybe I can get them from the right angle? Not an actual right angle, because that wouldn't be very helpful. Voice crack, very attractive. So yeah, here's a treasure chest. Yeah, I don't know why I'm letting Jabu Jabu have all this treasure, but I don't know. He'll make use of it. He'll be fine. Yeah, I really can't catch him. If I catch him, I mean, attack those enemies up there. Although there is something that I will need to catch. I just haven't been able to spot him yet, because every time he gets anywhere close to the screen, he runs away. It's another one of those stupid thief characters, the habaneros. Stupid exploding squid orbs. So, like, oh, leave me alone. I'm just trying to shoot this guy. This is so annoying. Okay, so, like, if you get close to this guy, he starts running away. But apparently, if you start trying to target him from a long distance with, like, your ranged attacks, they're going to default to that center island. Let's see if I have anyone handy who can help me take care of those friggin' jerks. Hi, Bomberman. How's it going? I'm gonna go over here, throw some dynamite at these guys, so that I will stop auto-targeting them. Problem solved. Yeah, there's really two ways to do it. If you have a quick enough Skylander, you can catch up to them, but that's a lot more annoying, quite honestly. It's much easier to just use the ranged attack like this, only for some reason the game implements auto-targeting that doesn't usually exist. But check it out, we got a Napoleon hat, and as I picked up and stated before, we got a treasure chest. Somehow I find that the Napoleon hat suits Skill Grunt well. I think it's my favorite to put on him, actually. How did that treasure get over there? I guess that's where the Leviathan ate the ship in the cutscene. Anyway, now that Gilgrunt's like way over leveled, he's gonna take a little bit of a breather, and we'll choose a Fire Skylander to keep going in this level. Ah, Phoenix, right? Ooh, you could use a new hat. Plunger hat's not attractive. Look, it's Squid-Face Bruce. How's it going, Bruce? Accidental treasure acquiring. Man, I can't talk today. I'm in a bit of a weird mood, but I figured that I would help distract myself from things that are bothering me right now by trying to be productive. And productivity equals YouTube videos. So it's Skylanders time. Alright, we progress slowly through the level because, well, Phoenix Wright's a really slow character. Yeah, the weird thing about the habaneros is that if you actually manage to catch up to them, I think that touching them actually just kills them. I don't know why that is. I think it's intentional, though, because it seems consistent. Goodness gracious. There's so many enemies in this level that, like, hide up on the higher levels and try and snipe you. It strikes me as a lame move. So, I might be switching to Bomberman periodically to rain on their parade, because I think they're lame. He is, however, a little over-leveled, not as much so as Jabu Jabu right now. But, yeah, here we go, some treasure for Phoenix Wright. Blew up that fence pretty good, if I say so myself. Yeah, just picking up treasure, as usual. I know, I have a bit of a problem. Oh man, I got ambushed by tiny scissor-face guys. What jerks. I'm gonna go back for that carton of used Chinese food. And by used, I mean leftover. Used food is a gross concept. I mean, technically someone else's leftovers is used food, but it still sounds way less disconcerting. Now, one thing I find strange about this level is that there's actually quite a lot of areas where you can, like, go into the water with a water or flying Skylander. However, most of them just don't do anything. Like, you can sort of get trapped by the Leviathan if you wanted to, but there's really not a reason to do that until much later in the level, which I'll get to in due time. However, since we're in a life area, let's use a life Skylander, because I feel like it. Apparently I'm going to be doing a lot of switching today. Hopefully that's not too annoying to you. So, here's some squid snipers. Make quick work of them. This one too. And all of his explosive glory. Yeah, the squids don't actually do that much damage, but the fact that the squid sniping guys, whatever they're called, I forget. But the fact that they can shoot so many of them in rapid succession, it's kind of annoying. It makes it difficult to avoid them. Right. So, as I recall, I think I want to push... No, that's wrong. I want to push this one back, which I guess I needed to push the other one for anyway. Oh, man. Stop harshing my buzz, bro. really wish that I had her B button attack. That's the thing I really want to buy for her. I feel like it makes her a much stronger character, personally. So right, that is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. It's really annoying. Okay, so the idea here is you push this one, you walk around, you don't somehow accidentally push it forward without touching it. You push it to the left, then you push this guy back over to the center. You want to fill out this dirt, like, line in the middle of this path here with the turtles so that you can cross over this gap. Pretty simple. It's, you know, just another turtle block puzzle. They're all fairly straightforward. I don't think any of the turtle puzzles get very complicated throughout the game. Here's some meat. I guess I'll take it. Yum. And that habanero just sort of appeared out of a vortex to nothing. It's kind of an interesting technique.
Are stronger in this zone.
Which side is it? Yeah, I guess I want to go this way. In order to catch that guy to get the key, there's a really simple way to do it this time. If you push this turtle over here, then he blocks that bridge and no one can run out of that path. So all you gotta do, well, first pick up this story scroll.
A note from Professor P. Grungally says, "For years, fishermen have hunted an enormous hungry fish that lurked in the deep end of the lagoon. No one has seen the fish lately. Or the fishermen, come to think of it."
Pretty sure that's a lie. I'm pretty sure we all saw that giant fish earlier in the level. Also, this level has a bunch of those, like, weird little, like, pirate tents, and every single one of them explodes if you attack it. I don't know what the pirates are keeping in there, but, it seems very dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it. Hi there. Touch. Yeah, touching them really does seem to kill them. So, if you just have someone fast enough, all you gotta do is catch up. You don't even need a reasonable attack. So, there's a tip for you. Did I somehow not pick up the key? Oh man, I'm doing so good today, you guys. Whew. Pretty sure that I was right on top of this key already. I guess I should have waited for the sound effect. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's do this. Make our way through this gate, which should lead us to a bunch of the things for this level, as I recall. I think this area has a lot in it. These guys you can actually take care of up close and personal a little later on. Really dislike these squid guys. There's a lot of Skylanders who just don't like dealing with them. And every time you pick up one of these 4 statues that you're trying to collect throughout the level, it shows you where the next one is, which is interesting, not entirely necessary. Hi there. I'm gonna take you out the hard way, up close and personal, with a ninja. A cowboy ninja. There we go. Level up. Level up indeed. Alright, blow this up for no reason. I think this one might have treasure in it? It does! Why did I know that? It's like a randomly spawning thing. I couldn't possibly have known there was treasure there, but I did. Alright. Well, she's level 3, so let's give her a break too. Let's switch to Cinder. Blow that up. Hey look, a transporter. I'm gonna use it. So here's where you have your chance to take out these guys even if you don't have someone like Bomberman who can attack enemies on a higher level. Here's also a treasure chest. Hooray! And now I've sort of glitched this treasure so that I probably can't pick it up. Oh no, I got it! Oh man, looks like things are starting to look up for old Captain Vasco. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else on this main island. Oh wait, there's another ship full of enemy. No, there's not a ship full of enemy. No enemies here, curiously, even though these types of platforms usually have those squid guys. I think they're called squidlers. And up here is a soul gem. Hooray! This is for Zap. It's a water Skylander. Well, it's kind of a weird water Skylander because he has, like, electrical powers. I feel like that would get him in trouble, swimming through the water and such. Well, the enemies seem to have killed themselves while I was sitting here talking to myself, so that's an interesting turn of events. Anyway, we're not going to preview Zap, because I don't have him, and I don't care about him. Besides, we'll get an opportunity to check him out later. Foreshadowing. Hi, Squidface Bruce. How's it going? I bet Squidface Bruce wanted to be an anchorman, and someone misunderstood, and gave him an anchor to try and kill me with. I don't know why I've become so attached to Squidface Bruce, as like an enemy type, but I have. I think there's another turtle on this path, because again, as you saw in that little cutscene, there's a habanero, and he's running around with, what is it this time? One of the statues, I think. And, yeah, here's the turtle. So if you use him to block off this path, you can destroy any, like, random squids in your way. By squids, I mean these pufferfish that the squid things shoot. Have I been calling them squids all day? I probably have been. I'm not at 100%, but it's okay. Yeah, so let's use our, like, fast dragon mode in order to corner the habanero. Where's he at? Hi there, buddy boy. Gotta get you on the turtle path so I can catch up to you. Hi there. Man, they are super fragile. Alright, well, I got the statue, so just one more to collect, and of course the cutscene showing where, well, sort of showing where it is. You'll understand that in a minute, I imagine. I feel like blowing those guys up. How about you? Man, they're really trying to get on my nerves. They are rapid-fire squid shooters. Alright, now back here you will... It's easy to miss this, but we got a little treasure pile here, which leads up to a treasure chest, which is more treasure. Treasure leading to treasure, the best kind of treasure, because it's just more treasure. Let's pick up all this junk and stuff. What is this? I guess it's also treasure, but it looks like nothing. Probably like a pearl, I think is what we're going for. Yep, and now that that's all taken care of, the only thing left to do is head up here and talk to our friend Gurglefin.
About time you got here. What? I took a shortcut. Okay, the pirates have captured the last statue, loaded it onto their ship, and are making a run for it. We've got to stop them. Get in that cannon. Aim for the masts. I'd do it myself, of course, but, you know, fish-eye.
I understand the joke he's trying to make there, but it doesn't really work. I mean, it's a fisheye lens. I've never heard anyone just say, like, fisheye. So yeah, this basically works very similar to, like, shooting down the airships in the, earlier levels, leading up to the, wind source. I'm sure you remember those. Yeah, you want to shoot out the masts first because it slows down the ship and keeps it from getting away, which I think can happen, but I've never actually seen it happen because I've always managed to stop and destroy the ship. But yeah, it crashes, leaving the last of the 4 statues we need to uncover the elemental source for this level. And, yeah, that'll pretty much lead us to the last point on this archipelago, aka series of islands, as Hugo described it earlier. However, before we progress, there's still a legendary treasure to pick up for this level, which means we'll need one more visit from Jabu Jabu. You see, once you do that cannon bit, you actually want to get caught by the Leviathan, which I guess I can't do in this pool, although I thought I could. You can get caught by the Leviathan most places, as long as you can actually get into the water and hang out for long enough. Probably shouldn't be using the jetpack, just because I think it helps you, like, evade his attention somehow. But yeah, I'm not sure why... Oh, yeah, here's an interesting thing I can point out about Gilgrunt, is that he has, like, you know, a limited amount of water that he can use for his cannon and his jetpack. But if you're in the water, he has unlimited use of both. So that's a neat trick. Found some Chinese food that I didn't really need. Not sure where the Leviathan's hanging out. There he is. Hey there, Leviathan. Alright, so as I said, Once you do that little cannon bit, you actually want to get caught by the Leviathan. I don't know why I'm having such trouble saying the Leviathan. But yeah, pick this up. Well, I'll use a different Skylander for it just because Gilgrunt's already at the top of his form. Let's switch back to Bomberman. Woohoo! Pick this up. So it's pretty much a rubber duck, but rubber ducks are fairly valuable in the Skylanders world, as it would seem. The opulent poulet. It's not a chicken, though. Also, I'm pretty sure you spelled that wrong, even if you were going for French. Poulet is French for chicken. Pretty sure there's an O in it and only one L. Anyway, moving on. We're 350 gold, pretty good. And as always, just attack the big dangly part of the Leviathan once you're trapped inside. Now, Bomberman looked really excited to be trapped in that giant fish. Let's actually use Gilgrunt to make a shortcut across the water, just so I don't waste too much of your time today. Can get there from here. Oh, good. The Leviathan's totally gonna catch me again. It's gonna bother me. Okay, he's not looking this way. There's an invisible wall keeping me from going left, which is what I want to be doing. There's a lot more water here than I expected. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. But I've managed to find that shortcut I was looking for, so I'm going to call that a success. Back to Bomberman. I feel like of the team I've brought with me today, he needs the most experience. Although, there's a lot of experience to be had coming up. Foreshadowing! There's some treasure. Can I pick that up without falling down that cliff? Oh yeah, I can. I can also do this. Break all the barrels simultaneously. Do love that move. I don't need that. Let's break all this stuff. Let me think. Have I picked up all the collectibles yet for this level? I think I have with the legendary treasure. I have, good. So now all I gotta do is, worry about these idols and what they unlock. Break this guy by punching him repeatedly. Interesting. Okay, nothing over here, nothing up my sleeve.
Oh, will you look at that?
Yes, another cutscene telling us where to go, as if the completely straight line path weren't obvious enough for us. Alright, those guys taken care of. Break this just for the sake of explosions. Who doesn't like explosions, huh? Seriously, do you not like explosions? Leave a comment. I'd be surprised. Whoop. More ranged attacks. Sorry, Bruce. We can still be friends, right? Alright, so you make your way over here, you put down your 4 statues, and then you get a weird glowing orb of nothingness. It's the eternal water source. Hooray! Just what I always wanted. It's like a late birthday present. Oh, that's a terrible birthday present. Who got me that?
Well, well, well. Look what we have here. A stupid Skylander and Eon's Portal Master apprentice. Ha! And I see you just happened to be looking for the eternal water source. Correction. My eternal water source? Well, you're too late. I am Kaos, Emperor of Skylands, and a real Portal Master. And you are never getting out of here alive.
Wait a minute, Kaos is a Portal Master?
Will take care of you. Attack!
We've never heard any mention of him being a Portal Master. Oh no, he's using Zap, a Skylander! Yeah, that's right, this is one of the Chaos boss fights that I think I've mentioned in a previous episode. Sometimes he'll be trying to snatch out an Eternal Element source right out from under you. And when he does, he'll be summoning Skylanders of the appropriate element for whatever source you're after. So here we're looking at Zap, who's a water Skylander. Whew, Zap is probably the toughest of the trio we'll be seeing here today.
My minion. Big deal. I'm just getting started. I summon the deadly shark bath of Doom Sharks!
Sharks, you say? Oh, at least they're not land sharks. So, yeah, basically the idea here is between enemies, he'll, like, throw these, like, waves of, like, hazards at you, which deal a little bit of damage, but you can also try and stay really close to them and gain back some of the health you may have lost during the previous fight. Although every time you defeat one of the evil Skylanders, you also, like, get some sort of food item which helps replenish a bunch of your health. So you'll probably be in pretty good shape, especially if you have multiple Skylanders. Nothing too terribly threatening to worry about. Goes on for a little while, though.
You seem to be lucky. Sort of. Well, your luck has run out. Now you face my evil, amphibious Gillman!
Oh no, it's evil Jabu Jabu! How dare he! Let's play throw stuff at each other. I think I'm gonna win, because I'm doing it faster than you. Gonna take a bunch of damage though, because I'm being really dumb about it. It's okay, more watermelon for me. I think I just leveled up anyway.
My evil amphibious Gillman for now. But this is far from over. Far from it. I summon the even deadlier shark bath of
Even deadlier sharks? Come on!
Level up.
Well look, if you're gonna be using sharks, I'm gonna be using sharks too. I consider Garchomp my secret weapon for this type of area, because his burrow technique lets you totally avoid the dangers. Now these water shark ones, they're not so bad. Like, they're relatively easy to dodge, except in certain cases where they sort of trap you in a corner. But even then, still don't do a ton of damage, and, you know, relatively easy to avoid. But later on there will be worse hazards in these types of fights, and Garchomp will be an invaluable ally for those. Plus, if he's taken a bunch of damage for some reason, you can always have him pop underwater and just be really close to several enemies at once, gain back a lot of health.
And, I mean, you survived a very mediocre water spell that I found laying around. So, I am not impressed. And neither is my evil Ice Yeti. Attack!
I'm not sure I trust spells that I just find lying around places. But, you know, that's just me. So, like, here we're looking at Slam Bam, who's a Yeti who likes to punch things. Probably the best strategy against him is use any sort of ranged Skylander. But, I'm apparently an idiot, and I'm not doing that. I just want to pick up this friggin' watermelon. Why you gotta be a jerk, Slam Bam? Why you gotta be like that? There we go. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Oh. No dice. You can't hit me. Shark breath. Shark breath again. More tiny sharks.
Okay, so maybe you're slightly good at fighting my water minions one-on-one. Let's see how you do against all three at once.
All three at once? That's hardly fair. I can only have one Skylander at a time. Two if I get a friend to help me out. That's just mean. I tell you what, if he's gonna use multiple water Skylanders all at once, I'm gonna consult my Pokemon type chart, which tells me that electric attacks are strong against water enemies. I don't think it's actually going to do more damage, but, man. These fights are always super hectic. Dang it. As I said, there will probably be many KOs, but they're almost, like, exclusively going to come from these Chaos fights. They're kind of cheesy. I don't really like these fights. I find them really bothersome. He always comes at you with, like, multiple enemies at once, and then at a certain point, he's gonna start throwing the obstacles at you, like, while you're trying to fight multiple enemies who are, like, just as powerful as you all at once. Luckily, I have Phoenix Wright, who's defying Pokemon-type science. And, his fire teleportation attacks seem super effective against these water Skylanders. Now, where's Gilgrunt at? I can't even see him for all the shark stuff going on. There he is. That seems cheesy as well. He's, like, hiding where I literally can't see him. That's an interesting trick. Apparently, if you're, like, mid-teleport, if you're considered close to one of the enemy sharks, you can still heal up that way. God dang it! Ugh. Yeah, I'm making a really poor showing of this. This isn't actually super difficult, but, like, you should be more intelligent about your Skylander selections than I'm being. Let's bust out Spyro to take on his fellow intro pack friend. It's really annoying. Like, I literally have no idea where he is. Like, I can't see him at all. So, I'm not having a ton of fun here. Wow, did that seriously just happen? Oh my god. Time to fight Gilgrunt with Gilgrunt. Hey, Jabu Jabu. Well, that was incredibly anticlimactic.
My minions! My beautiful minions! Fine! Take it! Take the eternal water source, fool! See if I can. Soon you too will fear my giant floating head like everyone else. And you will...
I'm not sure anyone actually fears your giant floating head. Everyone just seems to make fun of it, really. Even you don't seem that fond of it. So we'll use our water Skylander to pick up the eternal water source. It seems fitting. Alright, so we've got all of our collection elements. We definitely did not lose no lives, which is really irritating. Like I said, I don't like the Chaos fights very much. Like, at first I thought it was a clever idea to, like, fight the various Skylanders that, like, normally you obviously wouldn't because you're playing as the Skylanders. But overall, it's just frustrating. Like, he just sends, like, wave after wave of stupid crap at you, and then, like, all of a sudden you have to fight 3 enemies who, as I said, they're really just as powerful as you are, so, like, you're just outnumbered, and after a certain point, like, he's throwing the obstacles at you while you're outnumbered. It's not fun. It's just, like, it's stressful, which it really shouldn't be. You know, as I've sort of hinted at, this game is meant for kids, and, like, I don't know, even I don't like seeing my Skylanders get KO'd, so I think it's kind of just lame. But, you know, obviously part of it is just that I wasn't playing super well, and I was making choices based on trying to gain experience from my guys rather than just trying to eliminate my enemies. So, you know, you're definitely better off using, like, ranged attacks and quick Skylanders for really most of the Chaos fights. Close-range Skylanders are not going to be your greatest asset, because they're just going to get hit. Like, it's just an invitation to lose your Skylanders' lives, get KO'd. But anyway, let's head back to the mainland and watch a cutscene about water coming out of a gravy boat.
You have brought the eternal water source. Excellent, young portal
Bottled at
master.
the source.
Now water shall return to the core of life.
Somehow water created a pedestal from thin air. Now it's starting to come together. For some reason, those weird puckered eye statues are really thirsty, I guess.
Master, is everything all right?
Of course everything is all right. Why wouldn't everything be all right?
Well, I just thought that since the Skylanders got the eternal water source...
Ha! Do you hear me? I say ha! Those fools think they're winning. Well, they're not. Know why?
Why?
Because the darkness is spreading, Glumshanks. No matter their feeble attempts to rebuild Eon's machine, I am still winning!
Now is everything all right?
Heimlich!
Excellent! The eternal water source is once again part of the core of light. But the darkness will continue to spread until we have all the eternal sources. Now that was unexpected. I need to do a little research to find where you must go next. But in the meantime, why don't you investigate the beach down there? I've been hearing strange noises coming from there for a while.
It's probably just sheep, knowing you. Anyway, yeah, that was the Leviathan Lagoon. I did a pretty poor job, as you can tell, but hopefully it was still enlightening to you or entertaining in some way. And even though this is a long episode, I'm not yet ready to call it quits, because, as you may have noticed in that cutscene, there's a winged sapphire here. Before we proceed any further, I'm gonna pick up this annoying oil can that you can never get rid of once you've picked it up. You see, once you defeat Kaos and beat that level, you actually unlock the ability to get 3 winged sapphires. First, that one right at the gate. Second, if you oil this robot here, he opens a small cave for you. And inside, guess what you're gonna find? That's right, another winged sapphire, as well as a few crates that rarely have any treasure in them for some reason. I think I'm gonna trigger a cutscene by walking over here. But this isn't where I want to be. Not just yet. Oh, good. I get out of that for now. The last winged sapphire you can pick up for right now will require the use of a flying or water Skylander to cross your way over to this platform. You can use the bounce pad to find a bounce pad, to find a bounce pad, to find a bounce pad, to find a winged sapphire. So there we go. 3 more winged sapphires, a reasonably large discount over at the upgrade store with Persephone. And I think at the start of the next episode, we'll probably be taking advantage of our new discount. But for now, I think I'm going to call it quits, as this is a long episode, and there's plenty of time to take care of the rest of the aftermath of getting the Eternal Water Source in the next episode. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for being so terrible at this level. And next time, I promise I'll do better. We'll get some upgrades, we'll start making progress towards the next Eternal Element source, and there'll probably be another couple of surprises in store for you along the way. But again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support and any comments you care to leave on my channel. And I'll see you next time for more Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure. Later, guys!